Welcome to the Black News Network, your source for news from a Black perspective. We're here to cut through the noise and bring you the unfiltered truth. No sugarcoating, no spin, just raw, honest reporting.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to another round of the Black News Network. My name is War Smith. I'm your host today, and I'll be coming at you with some great information pertaining to some of the things that you may or may not be paying attention to. One thing I want to talk about today is school busing. School busing has become a crisis area that we need to pay more attention to. The second area I want to pay attention to is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Because it seems to me that there's a reversal in every goddamn thing America has done to make us a unique country and to make us think that we were doing the things that would make us better as a country. But the more I look into what's been happening lately, the more I think that we are not headed in the right damn direction as a country. This is the Black News Network, BNN 247, coming at you live with a broadcast of facts for the Black community. We broadcast what we understand. We don't want to try to give you that watered down version that you hear on CNN, on Fox News, on NBC, and those other fake news networks. According to my buddy DT, they are fake news. There's some things happening around here that we must pay direct attention to, or we're going to get sucked up like a vacuum cleaner going through a carpet. Number one, Iran attacked Israel the other day. And as you know, Israel is a extension of America, the United States of America. And because Iran attacked America, all eyes on America. Because Iran attacked Israel, all eyes on America, saying, all right, what you gonna do, brother? They didn't attack your sister city. Are you gonna do something? America said, no, we're not gonna send in the troops, but we are going to impose sanctions, which is a totally different thing than going into war. You know, we just got out of a shitty, ugly war over in Afghanistan, and that was a very ugly withdrawal after 20 years of fighting over there in that country. It's just a matter of time before Iran get deeper into what they are doing and cause more headaches for more people. But if you take a step back and look at everything that's going on around here, it's not just Iran sending missiles over to Israel. It's Israel sending missiles over to Hamas. It's China wanting to take over islands in the Red Sea, which lately they attacked the Philippine vessel with the water hoses and injured quite a few of the crew members. It's Russia going over to Ukraine. Now, the moment we gained 100% peace on this planet, it's almost like these people just can't damn understand it. They can't handle it. They cannot handle the peace of the planet. So they go out and they create bullshit. First thing happened was Russia went over and launched a war against Ukraine, which, you know, that shit's been going on a couple of years now. Now we got Israel attacking Hamas because They want the Gaza Strip just like Russia wants the Ukrainian ports and borders. All of this stuff is happening right now, and we act like it ain't nothing. We go through our day here in this country, the United States of America, as if nothing bothers this country. Wake up, my people. We are headed in a bad direction, in a bad way. I only can say that if we don't prepare ourselves for what's coming down in the future for our country, it doesn't have to be war. It's drought, it's extreme weather patterns, it's starvation in our communities, it's homelessness in our communities, it's violence in our communities, it's the lack of people joining the police forces in our communities. Across the nation, every single police force there is having a shortage. And the major cities like Los Angeles are having the biggest major shortage of police officers there is. They just canceled the valedictorian speech at the University of Southern California because an Ethiopian lady won. She didn't win. She earned the right to give the commencement address. She was the valedictorian. Now, I don't know if I said that right, but I hope I did. But my point is, they canceled this speech from this Ethiopian lady because they were afraid that there were some anti-Semites, that she was affiliated with some anti-Semites somewhere along the line, and that they didn't want her getting the university in any trouble by standing up there in front representing the university. But you didn't care as long as she was representing her damn money in y'all pocket, paying for her damn education. You were happy for her to be there, but the moment she kicked everybody's ass enrolled in that campus and won and became the top student, the number one student in the graduating class, you decided that you're going to cancel the commencement address from that young lady. America's in a terrible way, by them killing this diversity and equity and inclusion situation in America. The DEI. Universities and organizations across America are laying off all people working in those departments. In the city of Austin, the University of Texas, Austin, they laid off 60 people that worked in the diversity, equity, and inclusion department. They shut the whole damn department down. Not only there, but all across America, they are shutting down these DEI departments. Who do you think losing jobs? Black people. Black people with education. They're losing jobs. Now, how do you justify firing all these people and taking the money out of their budgets and putting it somewhere else? You couldn't even wait till the end of the damn fiscal year to do it. You had to do it during the fiscal year because you wanted to be some dickhead or asshole fucking administration to show that you don't give a shit about people of color. Black people, so to speak. And you got Donald Trump and Joe Biden as the two front runners for president of the United States. And Lord help us if either one gets reelected, because Ain't neither one of those guys gonna benefit us. Neither one. And so why is it that Democrats, black people think that they got to vote Democrat every damn time? I mean, you talking about withholding your vote. They ain't gonna make no damn difference. That's already outlined on how things are going to come out. No matter what we do, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And we are just going to be the people on the lower end of the totem pole because we ain't got no goddamn money. We don't make no decisions because we don't want to get in politics. But yet when somebody else make the decision, we want to stick our head up out the hole and say something. You need to shut the fuck up because you ain't got enough damn courage to register to vote and at least think that your word or your vote might count for something positive. If you don't vote, you basically saying fuck this country. Because never plus a day will your vote amount to any damn thing if you don't cast it. How can something come from nothing? Nothing can come from nothing. If you don't vote, you're not putting nothing forward. You're not putting a damn thing forward. And because you're not putting anything forward, you really putting yourself in a situation to not be one of those people standing out there bitching all the goddamn time because shit ain't going your way. It's not going to go your way because you do not want to be involved. You don't have to get involved for anybody else but yourself. If you want something different, get involved. These policies are being changed because you have taken it upon yourself not to get involved, and you've allowed the federal government and the state governments to change diversity, equity, and inclusion to benefit them. In other words, ain't no department available to ensure black people get a fair chance. Ain't no department available to ensure African Americans get a fair chance. You have allowed your country to fall into demise. And you've allowed this because you failed to vote. You didn't want to vote. You don't want to run for office. You don't want to be involved. You ain't got time. But yet it's everybody else's fault. You mad at the world because nothing's going your way right now. I strongly suggest you get off that damn nail and go vote because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to change the system. The system is going to stay fucked up because they got you exactly where they want you to be, on the goddamn nail. You don't want to do anything else. You don't want to vote. You don't want to participate in the community. You don't want to join a nonprofit. You don't want to make a difference nowhere but under your own damn roof. And you ain't doing that damn good at that job. In order for us to fix a community, we're going to have to fix ourselves first. We cannot fix the community until we fix ourselves. One, by becoming involved. That is a big fix. Get involved in your community is a big fix. You can make a difference. Your little measly vote can make a big damn difference if you put it out there. Put your vote out there, my friend, my brother, my sister. Put your vote on the paper. It doesn't matter whether you vote independent, Republican, Democrat. Fuck loyalty to any one of them goddamn places. Because neither one will show any loyalty towards you. Now, you look at the federal government as the fix-all, the solve-all, the do-all, to make things right for you, but you don't want to do shit to make things right for yourself. The federal government ain't gonna do a damn thing, not until you force it to do something. Only thing it's gonna do is make sure you pay it first. Pay your money to the federal government first. That's all they're gonna do. That way they can give your money to Ukraine, they can give your money to Israel, they can give your money to anybody they choose. And you ain't got no damn say so in the matter. Why do you think Donald Trump want to be in charge so bad? He wants control of the purse. He wants to control the money of America. Because his money, he ain't got no goddamn money. So what's next? What's best for him next is to control the American budget. The United States of America's budget. That's what he wants. He ran the budget up $6 trillion, more than what it was at the time. Donald Trump spends that goddamn money. He's a baller. He's a big baller. And you give him the biggest ball on the planet, you think he ain't gonna damn run with it? He gonna run with that damn ball. Give it to him. Let's see what happens. Give it to him. Let's see what happens. Despite all the lawsuits, the court cases up against him, he still got a great potential to win. That was just one opening that I really wanted to do. But the real concern for me is what's happening in our school systems today. Now, we got the public school system. We got the private school system. We got the chartered school system. And we got the home school system. Each school system has a significant impact in our community. Each school system has a significant amount of money that they go after that comes from the state government and the federal government. Per student, it's about $14,000 to $22,000 per student. Per student. In America, there are more than 26 million students. These are just the ones that they can count going to school. 26 million of them. Out of those 26 million kids, they can be going to any number of schools. This is not just public school. This is public, private, charter, and home. 26 million children going to school. Out of the 26 million children, some of them go to different schools. They go to public school systems, or they go to private school systems, or they go to other schools, but they have to get there. So the federal government has promised each and every kid a free ride to and from their school based on where they may be. So the school buses have to go pick up those kids. Back in the 70s and 80s, the school systems used buses, and the bus systems had capacity. It was about 45 seats on that bus. It was probably 50 to 60 kids on that 45 passenger bus during my time of riding a public school bus. Those buses were packed. And if you didn't get there early, you would not find a seat. Now, I know some young people that may be listening to this don't understand it, don't believe it. That sounds like bullshit to them, but it's the truth, brothers and sisters. These buses used to be packed, but they're not packed anymore. They're not packed because 3 or 4 buses go to the same goddamn stop. One bus go there and pick them up for kindergarten. Right behind that bus comes, they're picking them up for elementary school. Right behind that bus, they're picking them up for charter school. Right behind that bus, they're picking them up for junior high school. It's at least 6 buses going to damn near every bus stop in Bexar County. That's a lot of goddamn buses going with minor capacity. And all of these buses only got, 8 kids, 10 kids on it, maybe 15 at the max. They don't pile kids on buses anymore. We're consistently spoiling these children by catering to them, knowing school is right around the damn corner. You don't trust your children, so you don't want them walking across the street. So they got to get on the damn bus to get taken across the street. Kids ain't shit no more. And mothers, you run that shit. You run the Parents Teacher Association. So you kind of have a hand or leg in on what's happening with the school bus system. You decide where the bus stops should be. You participate in where the bus stops should be. But what's happening is you are failing our children. You're failing the children because you are not teaching them responsibility. You're not teaching them discipline. You're not teaching them how to build character, how to experience leadership qualities. You can't do it all for these kids. That's why your kids come home and rather go out and try to get them a little part-time job to make money. They go grab the Nintendo or the PlayStation 5 machine and sit their ass down in front of the TV for the next 4 hours until you get home. And then 5 minutes before you walk in the door, they start throwing dishes every goddamn where, and you catching gangrene from eating out of the dishes that they claim that they just washed. You can't allow your children to keep playing you for a damn fool, because their objective is to get the fuck out of your house when they 10 years old. But the moment they hit 18, they ain't going nowhere. They want to stay in the house because they don't want to go out there in the cruel world that you failed to prepare them for. You can't blame the children of today for going out there they so damn angry, they're killing each other. And there ain't no such damn thing as black on black crime, so you can forget that bullshit. Black people don't kill themselves no more than anybody else, no more than white people. That ain't our fault. I do think it's the mother's responsibility to get a man in the house, because if that man is not in that house, that child suffers. And that's what the problem is in the black community today. The mothers refuse to allow a man in their homes. They're falling right into the capacity of the federal government and the state government and the white government. That's exactly what they want in the black home. No men, no dad, no father. They want the mother to raise the little child, the little children, so they can end up being fucked up citizens. They don't want that man in that house. This has been going on since the 50s. They sent white people around to the black communities, telling the black moms, you get rid of your man, the government will give you $15 damn a month. This was in the 1940s, 20s, and 40s. And Who would not want $15 a month when you can barely bring in $15 a damn year? The man understood what was happening. So rather than him fighting with the woman to stay, he said, fuck it, I'll go. I'll find me some damn a woman to go that's gonna take me in. You don't want me here, I'm out. Can you blame him? You done sold your man out for the government. And now you in there, got your damn money, but you got them badass kids, baby's kids. And now you want to blame the daddy for not being around and not there to help you raise baby's kids. But you done put baby's daddy out of the house. These 26 million children, these 480,000 buses require bus drivers. Anybody can be a bus driver. All you got to do is have a valid license from anywhere in the United States of America. You don't have to know how to drive a damn bicycle, but if you got a valid driver's license, you can be a school bus driver. That is why we have over 1,000 bus accidents in the state of Texas alone every single year. Over 1,000 bus incidents in the state of Texas every single year. That is a lot of damn bus accidents, but you don't even want to question the source of the problem. And that's what we do all over this country, is not trying to address the problem. We want to address the solution. We want to put a Band-Aid on it. We want to solve the problem without addressing the root of the problem. The root of the problem is not a bus driver, not the school system, not the bus. It's the bus driver in some cases. What kind of training does a bus driver go through? I'm going to tell you, none. A bus driver doesn't do any damn bus driver training. They get on the damn bus and take it for a spin. They may ride double with somebody, but that ain't no damn training. Somebody may ride with them on their first trip out, but that ain't no damn training. Are you taught to do what to do when a bus is driving down the highway and some irate driver crosses the center line over into your lane? What do you do? Let's go to Georgia and ask one of the people there that caused the child to die because the bus driver didn't move over when this damn dump truck crossed the line. It seems to me that if you see this cement truck coming your way, you automatically gonna pull towards the edge of the road to get the fuck out the way. But somehow that didn't happen. But yet nobody wants to talk about what happened. They want to talk about the driver who was impaired or wasn't supposed to be driving anyway. They don't want to talk about the bus driver of the school bus who was inadequately trained to operate that big ass bus with your children. It ain't no different than what y'all as Americans want to pay school teachers. You don't want to pay teachers shit, but you expect your child to go there and learn how to be a person, a mature person, based on the math, the English, and the science that you teach them at that university or at that elementary or high school. You expect them to become a better citizen based on the information they receive in these schools, but yet the people portraying the information are not getting paid enough to put up with the bullshit of these damn kids. They're not getting paid enough to put up with that bullshit. Why do you expect your children to go there and learn something when your little kids, some of them are assholes? They go in and sit in these classrooms and then they do dumb shit to piss the teacher off. And then the teacher ain't got time. So the teacher calls the police. Now the police comes over there and the man handles the child like he's a thug on the street. And now you want to go up there and fight with the teacher who called the police on your badass child. Wake up, my people. Stop falling for the okie doke because not only you, but me and every one of us have been okie doked to damn death. Okie doked to death. And I tell you, and I tell you, and I tell you all the damn time. You walk around talking about, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm African American and I'm proud. I'm colored and I'm proud. I'm going way back. I'm Negro and I'm proud. I'm Indian and I'm proud. All these things. Now, let me ask you a question. Since you so damn black and proud, what land is called black? I'll wait for your answer. What land is called black? What land is called African American land? But yet, when I say a Chinaman has the land of China, when I say a Korean has the land of Korea, a German has the land of Germany, the Scottish has the land of Scotland. Now, shall I go on? But then a black man has the land of, an African American has the land of, a colored person has the land of, a Negro has the land of, I can sit here and do this shit all day because until you wake the fuck up, you're going to be without a nation and you're not going to know your ancestry, which is placing you right in the front of the okie doke foot up your ass. Because that's what it is. They got you right where they want you. The okie doke foot up your ass because you don't know shit about who you are. And as long as they can keep you ignorant, as long as they can keep you buying the dumb shit that you buy as black people, as long as they can keep you separated from your money, they got it made. Because they get rich off your money every damn day. Every day, you putting trillions of dollars into the economy, but yet you see nothing. You own nothing. And it's only because you won't wake the fuck up and figure it out that you are nowhere and nobody because you don't have a nationality. You can't damn make this shit up. This is real. You do not have a nationality. Ain't no black motherfucking land. Ain't no African American land. Wake up, people. Although you and I know that this is your land, but if you don't ever claim it, it ain't never gonna be yours. 6 million miles a day buses travel. When you retire from a job, you're going to do one or two things. You're going to go to work at Walmart to be a greeter or anything they need you to be, or you're going to go to the school system to become a janitor or a bus driver. You think those are the laid backest positions it is. But nowadays, you better be prepared when you get on that school bus because them little kids will beat your ass. Just like they'll beat those teachers' ass in the classroom. If the teacher shows them a weakness, then they will take charge of that damn classroom. And that teacher ain't gonna be able to do shit. That teacher ain't gonna be able to teach them shit. That teacher ain't gonna be able to do shit. Because that teacher is not getting paid enough to do that job. The teacher ain't nothing but an overpaid security guard. But they're not paid enough to do what's expected of them. They are expected to make our children smarter. They're expected to make our children smarter and able to adapt to the society out there. They're trying to make our children they should be making our children that smart, but they can't. They don't have the incentive to do it. You know, you work on a job, you could probably do 10 times better than what you do on your job. But why should you when your boss is not paying you what you know you are worth? Why should you bust your ass on a job that will not recognize you for the person that you are? The quality employee that you are. You're not being recognized, and you will never be recognized if you are black or if you're an African American. I learned something more than 30, 40 years ago that when black people go on a job, hey, I got this new job, man. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to bust my ass. I'm going to keep my nose to the grindstone. I'm going to do my work. I'm going to always be the first one to get through with this and do my projects. I'm going to make shit happen in my area. I'm going to get that shit done. And because I'm going to do it just like I just said, my boss will recognize me and promote me in front of y'all motherfuckers. That's what's about to happen. But I'm here to tell you, black people, you got that shit wrong. Just because you go into your job and work your ass off, keep your nose to the grindstone, stay the hell out of trouble, they don't give a fuck about you. If you fail to go ask for what's due you, you'll never get it. I walked into a job at one time and I was classified as a 9. I'll just say I was a 9. But the work that I was doing classified as an 11. And if you think they were going to keep paying me as a 9, you got me effed up, brother, sister. Because no. I asked for what they call a desk audit. And a desk audit determines the level of skill set you're performing in that particular job. Maybe they hadn't updated the skill set in 30 years. So they're paying you at a level that was unacceptable. So you ask for the desk audit, you get the desk audit, and you end up getting 2-grade promotion. Because you took the initiative to get it done. But if you think you can work your way to success in the white man's world, you better wake the fuck up. because you cannot do it. Nobody, no black man can. You got to go in and do your work. Then you got to go and let them know that you're doing your work and what you expect from doing your work. The compensation you expect, you got to let them know this is what you do. And more than likely, they're going to give it to you because they need you and they do recognize what you're doing, but they ain't going to give you shit unless you ask for it. You got to ask for it. You can't expect shit to just happen. There have been several school shootings, and there have been more. You know, kids are still going to school with guns. Parents just got committed, what they call them, sentenced to 15 years each for their being the parents of this kid that shot some other kids in school. This is what happens. You have to be there, and you can't be there in a security guard capacity. School systems make a shitload of money, a ton of money. There is no way they should not be paying the teachers 6 figures or better. If you've been teaching 10 years and you ain't making 6 figures plus, you're in the wrong damn school department or independent school district. You need to switch school districts because they're not paying you your net worth. You're worth way more than that. And if you move, you'll probably end up with better children. You got to move around in this country to get better situated. Because if you don't move around, you get stuck in a rut. And you start to think foul bullshit is okay. And then you get to the point where you argue with people that it's still okay. And they telling you that it's fucked up. And you saying, nah, they just didn't know no better. They didn't know no better. You're making excuses for people shitting on you. They already put the writing on the wall with this diversity, equity, and inclusion shit. They put the writing on the wall. They telling you, we ain't got time for no more nigger shit. We cutting that shit out and we bringing in our kinfolk. You ain't got to have no degree to hold no upper level position now. Only thing you need is relatives working there. They can get your ass in there just that easy, and you don't have to have a damn degree. So now that you got 20 million black people in debt for trying to go to college to meet the standard, now you're going to move the goalposts and allow everybody in that didn't take a minute to go to college, that didn't take a dime in student loans. You're going to allow them to take a job that I done trained for the last 6 years to get my damn degrees, but you're going to give it to somebody that just barely passed high school. You're going to get that job to them, and you're going to get away with it because that's what's happening here. They're going to get that job to a high school grad, and they're going to get away with it by not giving it to you because you are overqualified for a position that pays 6 figures. You're overqualified for that. You should be making $300,000-$400,000, 7 figures, almost $1 million. But who gonna hire you for $1 million damn dollars? You ain't gonna find those too far around. There ain't that many damn $1 million jobs hanging out there. So if $100,000 jobs are now being reserved for high school grads, what jobs are being held for bachelors, masters, and PhDs? The only jobs are specialized jobs where you can't take an imbecile off the street and put them in that position and be successful. Because right now, they can train a monkey to do a lot of jobs out there. And that's exactly what they're doing. As long as they ain't got to train you as a black man. Nobody wants to train the black man how to be successful in their departments. They will never train you how to be successful in their departments because they are too afraid of you becoming their boss. Because that's destiny for most black people to become the HNIC. That's destiny. It is. It's a lot of stuff going on in America that we should be aware of, and we're not. You know, I mentioned the busing system for schools, the curriculum for schools. They're not teaching our children our history, and we're not teaching our children our history. So where would they know what happened with our people? And to me, they want us to forget what happened with our people. And if we forget what happened with our people, we forget our history. And how can you plan your future if you do not know your history? So if you don't know where you came from, you damn sure don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you came from, how in the hell would you know where you're going? You don't know. So you right now we're in a system of contagious, I think that's what they call it, where you're floating around like an orb in the middle of nowhere, and you're existing in this community and in this society of nothingness, that nothingness is creating nothingness in your life, and your life is amounting to nothingness because you're not making a difference for nobody but yourself. What happens to the children that come after you? What happened to your kids? Are they going to learn anything? Are they going to know how to fight in this world today with all these proper rules in place that helped them along for years? Are gone. They're gone. Roe versus Wade. Why is it that old white men are always fighting over Roe versus Wade? They continually fight over the right of what women can and cannot do. And what's different? What's the difference in what they're doing with that abortion policy? What's the difference in that and slavery, or how they treated women during the voter right registration, voters' right law being passed? How was they treating white women then? They're treating them the same now, and it's almost like white women love it. They like being treated that way because they ain't doing shit to change it. Ain't a black woman really did shit to change shit since Fannie Lou Hamer. Eventually, we're going to have to find that person or that group of people willing to stop stealing, like 9 out of 10 of these fucking organizations out here today that stand up in front of the TV and everybody else and swear up and down that they doing everything they can for the community and they making shit happen for the community, and they ain't doing shit. Making themselves rich. Even the Small Business Administration making themselves rich. San Antonio Growth for the East Side making themselves rich. Ain't nobody there for the people. The people are not getting richer. The people are getting poorer. The people are setting themselves up to perish. But the pilgrims will never let the black people on the classes and the underclass disappear, because they need the black people. They need the underclass. They need somebody that they can bullshit like they are their masters. Anytime you read the Holy Bible and it tells you that you're supposed to obey a man while he rapes your mother, while he rapes your sister and tortures, rapes your daughter, you're supposed to obey this man. Any book that tell you that you are to obey this man after that man is killing your ancestors the way they kill your ancestors, and you are still so gullible to follow this doctrine that's not your doctrine, then you're bigger fool than I thought. You know, there is a supreme being, there is a God, there is a Yahweh. There is an I am that I am, and there's no other name, no other that can be other than our God Almighty. But that book telling you to kiss your master's ass, these white slave owners, they did our people bad. They did our people really bad. And you could not do a single thing about it. One white woman come up dead near Forsyth, Georgia at Lake Lanier. Now it's Lake Lanier. There was a black community there. One white woman come up dead close to the little town that the black folks lived in. The white people gather up a mob and they go into this little town and kill as many black people as they can find and run the rest of the black people out of town into Tennessee. This is out of Georgia, up near Forsyth, Georgia, north of Forsyth. Now, before the next week goes by, they flood the town, the cemetery, the trees, the houses, the streets, the stores. Everything is still in place. If it's not deteriorated and gone or moved because of the water current, it is still there underneath all of that water at Lake Lanier. Now, one thing I did want to know is, has there been any casualties at Lake Lanier? Because I think that lake is haunted because of what they did there and how they did the black people that lived at Lake Lanier, at the area before Lake Lanier. I'm going to just ask a simple question. How many at Lake Lanier? More than 200 people have died at Lake Lanier between 1994 and 2022, according to the United States of America Today, or USA Today, and Georgia DNR, with most of the deaths attributed to drowning. They have claimed more than 200 lives since they flooded. There were 39 drownings in 2023. So what do you think is going on? That lake is haunted. And I really want to know, what is the race of the people who died in that lake? Today we've talked about diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I'm here to tell you that before it's all said and done, America will have us back as close to slavery as they can get us. And if Donald Trump wins the presidency, it won't be as long as I thought it would be before they get us back to slavery. We won't be slaves, but we'll be so close to it, it'll be a damn shame. I mean, right now, most of our people are regulated to service industries. They're out there sweeping the roads, they're cleaning, they're doing things in restaurants. They're not working in mainstream America because they don't want you working in mainstream America. They need you working in the service industry. So the fewer black people that they can put in these jobs, the better off they feel. So with that, I think that you and I ought to realize that there is so much wrong going on here that we can only make it right. There's no other way. We got to make some of these things work for us. And like I said, before you can go out there and fix your community, fix yourself first. You out there working in the community trying to do shit and you just as fucked up as they come. Fix yourself first. Then work on your community because you are part of the community. And if you stay the way you are and you think you go out there and say, oh yeah, I done fixed the community, but you still messed up, then technically you done did something worse than what it was. You done made it worse. Fix yourself first. Talk to your friends, fix them. Talk to your neighbors and ask them to fix them too, to fix themselves. This DEI and this critical race theory stuff that's going on in America today is the detriment of our country. The Roe versus Wade, the critical race theory, the DEI, all of these things are designed to do what? To set you back, not to move you forward. How can this move anything forward in our country when we're denying, still to this day, we are denying what they actually did? And then you want to look at me and say, I ain't supposed to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it till the day I die. It's got to change one day. But all I'm saying is we got to pay attention, black people. We got to know that black is not a land. African American is not a land. China is a land. Germany is a land. African American is not a land. North Korea is a land. Color is not a land. The Philippines, that's a land. Negro, that is not a land. This is the Black News Network, the real voice of Black USA, broadcasting the news from a Black perspective. We do not own the rights to the music, but we do own the rights to what we say. We ask that you subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. The Black News Network, BNN 247.
Thank you for watching the Black News Network, where we bring you the news from a Black perspective. From challenging politically correct narratives to uncovering the unfiltered truth, we're dedicated to keeping you informed and empowered.